She's locked in there with him. And it's cold. They're saying it's getting cold. And Freddie's like, they're trying to freeze
I
us
think they
out.
cut. I think they cut the heat off on him, huh?
I guess they did. And they call because Dwayne looks over to the producer, and producer said, "Man, I tried to do something like this, and it's not. It won't. The heater won't change. It won't turn on." And Whitley says,
They know how to get your behinds out that building.
Whitley said, "We're gonna freeze to death. Y'all are gonna die, die." And then they start telling her to shut up, and she says, "My silence has a price." And they give Ron gives her an electric blanket. At this moment, this is when police cars approach. And that's
They
when
start looking out. They like that's when they start getting serious.
Well, hold on now, hold on. You ain't had to do all. Hold on now, you had to get serious like that. Come on now. They're all throwing opinions around. Everybody's like, "Well, wait, what's gonna happen?" Well, I don't know. One girl we have seen before. We've seen her before. She said, "I'm ready to be arrested if they give me food." She expresses her hunger.
Yep.
And then Walter comes in to get their demands, and they
Oh
want.
my goodness, bro.
He's like, "I need you to restore the radio show, no censorship, and full immunity for all the students."
Hey man, Dwayne pulled him aside and said, "Hey man, how much trouble we in?" He said, well, somewhere between a little and Daddy, can you come pick me up from the airport?
He was a good line. That was a great line because it's true.
That's a wide range, bro. They had a lot of good lines. They had a lot of good one-liners in this one.
They did.
This was a good one.
Hey, man, they gonna be mad. Like he should have said, Patti LaBelle and Harold Sylvester gonna be mad at you,
Bruh.
Get you out of school.
I don't think people understand, bruh. This dude said somewhere between a little and Daddy, can you pick me up from the airport? Bro, do you know how wide a range that is, bro?
That's a very wide range, dog.
That means that you are already. That means for you would be in New Orleans at the airport saying, "Dad, can you come pick me up from where?" From the airport.
Wait, why are you at the New Orleans? Why are you at Armstrong Airport? I don't understand this at all.
Why are you at MSY?
Why? Why are you there? Why are you at the airport formerly known as Moisette Airport, now known as Armstrong? Well,
Dad, I can explain when you come pick me up, Dad. Can you just come? Can you just please come, Dad? Please.
No, you need to say something right now.
Dad, I will explain to you when you get. Please, Dad. Please, Dad.
Barbara, this boy is here.
Then they looking at me. Ryan, go pick him up because I don't even want to know. Wait, they got me picking him up.
Wait, why you put this on? Wait, no, that's you.
They're telling me.
Don't put me up. Don't kick me up. That's you with me. He said, "Ryan, go pick him up." Nah, that's it. Nah, I'm moved on. I'm out. I'm moved. That's you, Frank. He gotta come pick you up. Don't put that on. Don't you put that on me, Ricky Bobby. Don't you put that on me, Ricky Bobby. And Sinbad says, "I'm gonna do what I gotta do." He said, "Oh yeah, the doors are unlocked, but now Whitley wants to remain. I need to stay here." It's like, oh God, damn, Whitley, why don't you just go? We come back to the administration, but it's like the middle of the night, early morning. Dwayne is talking to Freddie. Everybody's kind of sleeping.
That's when he finally listened to the tape, huh?
Well, first of all, Ron is sitting there with Whitley, which she's all laid up on Ron, and she's listening to the tape, and he happens to say, Ron says, "Heavy is the head that..." No, Freddie must say, everybody's saying, we're doing the right thing, aren't we, Dwayne? And Dwayne ain't got no answers. And I want to sit there and say, "Oh, y'all heard the tape. You knew what Dapper D was saying."
They heard one song.
You heard one song. You knew. But Ron, who was listening to the tape on a headset, said,
Yeah.
"Heavy is the head that wears the crown." Negro, you brought this tape in
You
here.
brought this. You mean you jumped in your car, came all the way here with the tape deck in your car. And I know you listen to this. I know you listen to some of it. I know you hit that fast forward with the little stop part where it stopped at the next song. I know you hit it at least once or twice.
I know you did. I know you listened to it on the way over here. Please don't tell me you didn't. Kim is talks about losing her man, and her parents will kill her. I just want to say you stupid, Kim. You stupid. You stupid. But Dwayne takes it. Dwayne takes it and he starts to listen to it. We go to the administration.
Kind of look at his face like, ooh. He kind of look at his face like.
It's kind of rough, huh? It's kind of rough, ain't it, huh, partner? But Walter, it's the next morning. Walter returns to tell Dwayne that one dean wants to spare him. He's like, they wants to be okay and give you everything you got. Mm-hmm. But that's the minority. Everybody else is talking somewhere between suspension and probation. And one old man wants to expel you, but he keeps falling asleep during the count.
And then that's when you hear Ron say, "I smell eggs."
No.
That's not it?
It's not that. No. At first, Dwayne takes Walter.
I'm talking about after that. Wasn't it after that? Oh, that's right. Because he went into the back.
He brings him to the office and said, "Walter, you heard these things? Oh, yeah. This boy is a freak." And Walter asked him, "Didn't you listen to the tape that has been made?" But that had been... And Dwayne's like, "I had to be the first on the air to play it in America." And everyone is looking at them in this office alone. They can't hear him, but they can see him from the back. Everybody says, Dwayne telling them all.
Dwayne giving it to him.
They cut Dwayne. He's like, "Walter, can you tell me? Walter, can you help me not
I gotta go and tell these people."
And that's when Ron smells breakfast.
"I smell eggs.
Sausage.
Breakfast is served."
He said, "Sausage. Spicy sausage." He said that. And he runs to the window. And I wrote this down. Mr. Gaines is gainsing like a mofo.
Breakfast is served. Didn't he even tell him what? Didn't he even say what we got out there? "I got biscuits." He was just going on and on, bro. He was in the Mr. Gaines bag.
But I want to say, all y'all was fighting the power for 8 hours, and you about to sell this man out for bacon and cheese grits.
Hey, bro. Hey, you got some college kids who don't have money at HBCU too. That's all you need. That's all you need.
Bruh, they about to sell him out. He about to sell him out.
And one girl ran out. She was like, "I'm going to eat." She was like, "I don't know what y'all talking about." She was like, "Peace."
And then Dean Hughes enters. And she starts to talk to him and she says, "I cut you off because no one in the country is playing." No one.
That's because the brother's too deep. That guy. Let's talk about that guy.
That guy is always present everywhere.
That guy. That late 80s, early 90s, before that was like right before, Mobb Deep, Onyx, and all them kicked in.
You mean the 5%?
That's because the brother's too deep.
You mean the 5% who have knowledge and wisdom? The 5%? Remember that?
Yeah.
There was a period, and I'm not knocking the 5%ers. It was just the people on campus who suddenly became 5%ers who ate pork at the same time. They were
they were 5%.
5%. FOI.
Brother, could you please go get me a Mickey? I need the 32-ounce, brother.
Brother, if we're gonna drink malt liquor, I need 40-ounce, brother. I need 40.
I need my extra 8 ounces, brother.
I need my extra. Why are you selling? It's just like the white man who wouldn't give me my 40 acres and a mule.
Why do we have to drink Old English?
Why do you? Say, why? Why do you?
What was it they drank in New York? They drank. I can't remember which 40s they drank. It was Can I remember the name of that? I cannot remember the name of it. But I think they drank. I think they drank it more on the East Coast. These certain 40 ounces.
They wouldn't drink King Cobra because St. Ives. Wait,
St. Ives
was giving in.
Stock. What's it called? Stock.
Oh, private stock. Oh, private stock.
I think a lot of I would seem to run into. I always saw that East Coast or New Yorkers or people on the East Coast, they seem to drink private stock. Now, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe just the dudes that I ran into.
Maybe private stock. That man, private stock. I don't remember. I remember people refraining. Not to say you're already to classify malt liquor in itself is just hilarious. It's like, well, it's not the best malt liquor. It's malt liquor.
Hey, bro, you would convince yourself of anything with malt liquor, bro. We got a little sweet taste to it, bro.
It does not.
You ever had a Cool Coat? It's
No.
like a deuce. It's 22 ounces. I remember my boys used to say, "Oh, the Cool Coat, bro. You could taste a little spearmint in it." And you really would.
You said spearmint.
You would really convince yourself. You drink it, be like, "Oh, I can taste the spearmint too."
No, you cannot.
You don't.
You cannot.
You
You don't. You do not.
They all come from the same barrel. They took all of that and put St. Ives on one.
They put them in different bottles.
English
That's all
on
they
another.
do. It is the residue, sir. It's the residue of beer vats. Please don't do it. But back to with the story, Kim. But what about our demands? And I love D. Hughes' response. I demand you leave my building. That's what I do. I demand you leave my building. And then Brother Too Deep Dumbass said, "We're not leaving until justice is served." And then the crowd starts to get antsy. That's when your boy Dwayne rolls up. It's like,
Yeah, Dwayne rolled up, and that's when your boy kind of was like, "You mean what'd he say? He said something like, "You mean I sat up in here for this?" Or something he said.
I sat up in here for 6 hours. He gave him 6 hours of his life. He felt like he had given up a week or something like that.
Yeah.
And that's when Dwayne gets in there, and Dwayne said, "Look, I was wrong. I should have
listened." Yeah.
the tape before I did." They questioned Dwayne. The question comes up about his show. D. Hughes said, "All y'all can go. You ain't gonna have no problems. Y'all get out here by 8:00. You ain't gonna have no issues. I ain't gonna call the police on you."
Yeah.
Dwayne, your show is off the air for a month. Oh, but you can do your MLK show. I swear to God.
And next up, the all so serious 80s, 90s scene where there's a dedication to the one and only Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.
Man,
and coming up, a very special dedication to Dr. Martin Luther King. He had a dream. Yes, we know he had a dream.
This has been done many times before. It has never been done better. Circa 1986 with the Cosby Show when Vanessa and Denise were fighting and they were in the kitchen.
And Claire was like, what Claire said? Rudy, why are you still...
No, it's the way they all happen tomorrow. Rudy, what are you... And everybody just stopped.
And he was doing the I Have a Dream speech, and Theo was like this.
And Vanessa and Denise have that moment.
Kind of hit each other's arms like, hey, we're good. We're good. We're good. We're good, little sis.
We're good. If our people can have these problems, can work through these problems, we can work through ours. I was like,
if Dr. King can do what he did, then you and I can get along. Hey, just for the record, people, we love Dr. Martin Luther King. But in the 80s and 90s, really, that was more... It was more late '80s, bro. Because it was always
I'm sorry, but the best one ever is just it's the Cosby Show because everybody just happens to walk through. It's like, wait, what are you watching?
everybody sing for Martin Luther King. Oh, let freedom ring for Martin Luther King.
Time,
Everybody loves somebody.
time, time.
Everybody loves somebody. Who is that? Oh, everybody sing for Martin Luther King. Yeah. Let freedom ring. Who is that? Curtis Blow, bro? Let freedom ring. Come on for Martin Luther King.
The Fat Boys were on that song, so don't joke. The Fat Boys were on that. The Fat Boys on that. Hey, I gotta say, the Blacklog is sponsored by Fade to Black Funeral Homes. Death is a part of life. So put life into your loved ones. Death at Fade to Black Funeral Home with t-shirt printing, tattoo artists on site to commemorate your loved ones. Fade to Black.